Kevin Harvick leading. Kyle Busch second. Matt DiBenedetto third. David Reagan fourth. About to finish Duel 2 here on FS1. To set the outside row for the Daytona 500. Basketball fans, Arizona, California on FS2. But we got a race to finish up here in Daytona. Let's get it back going. Harvick with a clean restart there.
All according to plan for Kevin Harvick on that start with a nice push from DiBenedetto. But that outside
Kyle Busch trying to get something going on the outside. Harvick blocks that.
So Kevin's going to have to do some blocking, and yeah, he's not going to be able to do it.
Harvick's not going to be able to block both lanes at once. He can only get back to the inside.
So if you can't hold him on the top, beat him on the bottom.
Well, go to the shortest route.
Right.
Got to try to counterattack some way.
12 laps to go, Vince.
Well, you guys noted the 36 of David Reagan.
Harvick continues to lead. Matt DiBenedetto now in the second spot in his first run with the Wood brothers.
Finding himself in that top group, but they are right on the number fuel mileage wise. So keep an eye on that 36. They think they've got enough to get to the finish, but they're not quite sure.
Well, right now, Kyle Busch has won that 36.
David Reagan talking about fuel. May not have enough to make it to the end. They think they do, but if another caution comes out late to force overtime, they may not be good. As here comes Kyle Busch on the outside. Big push from David Reagan. He now gets door-to-door with Harvick now, but cannot be able to pull even. On board with Harvick's back bumper. Busch light cam.
Kyle can get there, but he just can't maintain it.
None of these guys are going to wait for one to go.
You get a big surge, but then you lose.
But that's usually how it is in NASCAR these days. They race every lap like it's the last lap. On board with Kyle Larson.
You see Jimmie Johnson trying to slow down that outside lane.
Looks like we're about to go 3 wide right there. Look out.
Move to the outside to go 3 wide around Cole Custer.
Custer and
That's not going to pay off.
Oh, that didn't work.
Tyler Reddick. A bunch of sparks flying out of everybody's car. Makes me think of flat tires.
Hard for rookies to find help, I would guess.
Harvick to the line, still leading. 10 to go.
Harvick was asked in the media center today, where do you want to be here on the last lap? He said, always out front. Always.
That's always an interesting question to try to answer.
Yeah, I mean, you saw right there.
There are 2 places where I'd want to be on the last lap. Either leading the race or in the second spot with a teammate behind me. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. What does a teammate behind you have to do with anything? The last lap of the Daytona 500, anything goes, all heck breaks loose. There's no such thing as teammates. But you never know. Maybe somebody of the same manufacturer might help, so that way they can set themselves up for a pass on you. I mean, you just never know. Ross Chastain doing pretty well. He's running up there in the 9th spot. Made it to the Final 4 in the trucks last year. Just barely missed out on the championship to Matt Crafton. Sorry. Busch tried to make something happen on the outside, but now he ducks back to the lower lane. Now he'll go back to the outside, but is he going to have any help? He's got no help as he tries to make the pass on Jimmie Johnson.
Going to tuck in with Jimmie Johnson, and he does. And here comes Tyler Reddick to the rear bumper. So some Chevrolets lining up.
Ty Dillon and Tyler Reddick preventing Kyle Busch from getting back to the inside. That's definitely going to hurt him. 8 laps to go. Less than 8 laps to go now.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. I mean, he could have made
Everybody else staying single file as for right now. But that could change in the next couple of laps.
Comes down to the last couple of laps. Maybe he has a shot at actually winning this duel right there. Helping that Kyle Busch is probably just going to do him more harm than good.
Back to single file. Back through the top 10.
Busch tried to get back in line in front of Cole Custer, but wasn't able to do anything. 7 laps to go as Chastain's now hung up there on the high side without any help. And still battling side by side. Both of them might lose the draft. Kyle Busch goes to the inside of Michael McDowell.
Maybe another lap or two and had those cars stacked up behind him. He probably would have had somebody go with him because Larson and Reddick, these guys want to go.
Harvick continues to lead that single file train.
I think that they want to make sure they clear somebody when they do it.
All right, so let's play.
Busch continuing trying to play the outside lane.
How do you get help together to pull out to pass and when?
Well, at this point, unless you knew you were going to have 3, 4, 5 cars that were willing to take that risk, you have to stay in line until the last.
This is why they always say restrictor plate racing is like a chess game. You have to learn what move you're going to make, when you're going to make it, where you're going to make it, and how will it affect other moves before the end of the game / race.
Jimmy Hill has moved up into the race-in spot in 16th. Brendan Gaughan would make the field on time the way they're running right now. Everybody else is in the race. It's just a question of where will they start. And that'll be based on the finish 5 laps from now.
We see David Reagan getting shuffled out. I don't know if that's him feeling like he's low on
The old
fuel,
insoles.
having to conserve. There goes Kyle
They're really
Larson on the
ripped.
outside. He's got some help from Chastain, but again, I think this is just too early to make that outside move work.
It's one of my assistants, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, guys, I want to ask you, I do see the Ford
Got some new insoles for his boots.
6 Chevrolets lined up right behind them. Are they going to be content?
Just
to
some
sit back
random
there?
things. There's a bunch of sparks flying up on Kyle Larson's camera. Watch out there. Whoa, he got loose.
Absolutely not, Larry. But it's just what lap
Watch out,
do you
boys.
start to try to make that move. I think right now with
4 to go.
laps to go, it's just still a little bit too early.
But look at the bow ties on our scoring pylon. If there's one group that's going to go as a group,
Byron, Kurt Busch, Johnson, and Ty Dillon, 4th through 7th, right behind Harvick, DiBenedetto, and Eric Jones.
So just keep an eye on William Byron and the 1 of Kurt Busch, the 48 of Jimmie Johnson.
We'll see if any of them try to break out of this inside lane running single file. If they try to do something. Heading towards the tri-oval again. 3 laps to go. Byron goes along with Kurt Busch. DiBenedetto tried to go up there as well. Can't be able to get any help. Harvick goes up to block them. Byron has no help, but now Kurt Busch comes back to him. Harvick cannot be able to make the block. And William Byron will go to the lead. 2.5 laps left. It's worked out for William Byron so far. Now can he be able to stay in front?
Well, and this is where it gets tricky. If you're William Byron, you want to win this duel. Do you go down and try to block that inside lane?
2 to go. What are you going to do? Jimmie Johnson goes to the inside. Byron goes down to block the run down there. Now who's going to have the run? Kurt Busch or Jimmie Johnson? Outside or inside, respectively. Kurt Busch now has a little bit of a run on the outside. Byron can't really go up to block it just yet. Everybody's getting jumbled up now. Will they make it back to the white flag? Byron getting out there to a pretty big lead. I'm not too sure if that's a good thing or not.
Because it's his teammate Jimmie Johnson. If that was anybody else other than Jimmie Johnson.
For the whites. 1 to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Byron to the top as Johnson goes to the top. Now Harvick down low.
He's going to get to the inside of Byron here. Byron's not careful.
DiBenedetto pushing Harvick big time.
I think Kevin Harvick's going to get back to the lead.
But now Johnson giving... Whoa, a little bit of contact there as Harvick goes way down low. 3 wide. Look out, boys. All backed up behind William Byron.
Look at that 24 getting the victory here.
William Byron is going to win the Duel 2 at Daytona. Technically his first career NASCAR Cup Series win, even though it's in the duels.
How they didn't wreck off a four again, I have no idea. What a race.
They all avoid wrecking on the last lap as William Byron gets it done and wins Duel 2. How about that? Thanks to his teammate Jimmie Johnson in his final season.
As Jimmie Johnson and
Jimmie celebrates, congratulating him.
This gets
Here's a replay of the finish.
Kurt Busch.
Johnson with the big run on William Byron. Kurt Busch as well.
Advantage of
Then Kurt Busch tries to make a hole through the middle, sends Harvick below the yellow line.
contact. They did make contact.
They did make contact there. And how they did not wreck right here, I am
which would be
amazed.
Harvick if he drove below the yellow line, not if he's pushed below the yellow line, as you'll see here.
Well, and it's about advancing your position, but yeah, he definitely got slammed below the yellow line.
And there's no way Harvick advanced his position right there. No evidence.
Tell you what, those guys that were in Duel 1,
I'm just thankful none of them wrecked,
that were watching this race, I think
because there would have been a bunch of torn up race cars and a bunch of guys going to the back on Sunday.
contact right there. But what you can do? Oh, more contact between Jimmie Johnson and Kurt Busch.
Jimmie Johnson and Kurt Busch. We've seen that beef so many times before in the past.
You can come from fourth, fifth on.
Maybe renewed.
You've got enough cars behind you to go with you.
As William Byron will head for Cup Series victory lane. As Timmy Hill and Brendan Gaughan get in.
Daytona 500, he races his way in.
If I could talk anymore.
Finishes 1 spot ahead of Brendan Gaughan.
So congratulations to everybody who got in. My condolences to the people who didn't. As everybody prepares for the Daytona 500 on Sunday, William Byron gets it done in Duel 2. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the truck race.